Everybody, it's Michael Shepsky from Michael Shepsky's Kitchen, Mike Oski's Kitchen. Good to see you here. Hey, here's the weekly check-in on the 50 by 50. Remember, 50 pounds by 50 years old. Last week, I lost 0, okay? Actually, I've been stuck on that for a few more days than just a week, maybe almost 2 weeks. But I stayed the course. I didn't change anything. I plateaued. That's okay. So this week, I'm happy to announce I lost 3 pounds. So it looks like I'm off the plateau. Again, I didn't change anything. My exercise is about the same. I've actually just added some more water, so maybe that's doing it. I don't know. But 3 pounds is 3 pounds. So I think we're on the right track again, losing some more weight. Don't get discouraged if you plateau. It's just your body saying, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. So anyway, to keep this going, to keep this moving, upcoming this week is the great St. Patrick's Day. That's kind of funny. Everybody says everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Well, except the Polish. We're still Polish. But in homage to my Irish friends, I'm going to put together a low-carb, high-protein dish that you're just absolutely going to love. And you can make it on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, is it good? Wait till you see what I'm going to do. Look, keep on going with the 50 by 50. I've got 27 more to go. So I've lost a total of 23. I'm excited about that. So let's go. Let's go over to the workstation. And in fact, we're going to stay at the workstation the entire time today. Nothing on the stove, nothing on the hot spot. We're gonna put them things actually in the stove. But let's go to work. 50 by 50, Mike Oski's Kitchen. I'll see you over here for this wonderful St. Patrick's Day tribute. See you over there. Welcome to Mike Oski's Kitchen. My name is Michael Shepsky and I'm the chef of this kitchen. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, just saw what's happening with the 50 by 50. We're still going in the right directions, but here's what we're going to do today. In homage of St. Patrick's Day coming up in a few days, I wanted to put this out so you guys can go and grab some ingredients and make this for you. Look, this one we're going to make is low carb, high protein, no guilt. Stay on your diet, stay on your eating pattern. This is going to keep it going, and you can have homage to my Irish friends. Like I said before, the old saying is everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day except for the Poles. We're still Polish, and that's going to be the truth. But listen, here's what we're making. We're going to be making a Reuben Casserole bake, okay? No rye, don't cry. No rye, don't cry. We're going to make this a bake. It's fantastic. It's lovely. Here's the one thing about it. You know, in a Reuben, typically there's like a Russian type dressing. Well, if you buy it in the store, that's fine. You can use that too, but it's got a lot of sugars in it, so it kicks the carbs way up. So to keep that at a minimum, we're gonna make our own dressing, okay? So here's what's gonna go into Reuben. We're gonna go with some Swiss cheese, of course, corned beef, onion. We have sauerkraut, some pickle, okay? And then some black pepper and some salt. This is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna make the dressing, okay, the Russian dressing. So black pepper and salt. We're going to have some chili sauce. We're going to have some Worcestershire sauce. We're going to have some horseradish. We're going to have paprika, some Franks, and of course some mayo. Look, we've taken all the carbs out. The only thing that's going to have a little bit more carbs in this is going to be your chili sauce. But again, I think it's like 12 or 15 carbs for the entire amount we're going to be using. So if you're going to sit down and eat this whole casserole, have at it. Maybe you're not on a diet by doing that. But I mean, if you're going to be part of it, that's totally fine. Enjoy it a little bit, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're gonna put this together. When I come back, I'm going to show you how we're going to make this dressing, okay? And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do after that. We're going to layer this thing up in a nice baking dish, put it in the oven at 400 degrees, and we're going to have a Reuben casserole bake. No rye bread. Don't cry because there's no rye. Enjoy this healthy dish. I'll be back just in a second to show you how we're going to make this dressing. All right, hey, we're back. It's time to move on to making this Reuben casserole bake. You're gonna love it, but I think a very important part of a Reuben is that dressing. So we're gonna make our own dressing with this, keeping it lower carb. You know, this way it's not as much guilty when you just kind of throw the thing on and get it at the grocery store. By the way, I'm still drinking my Yingling Flight Beer at 2.6 carb. Eat your heart out, Mick Ultra. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to make this. We're gonna put some mayo in there, it's about a cup or so. Get it all out of there. And then we're gonna add our chili sauce. Just gonna put it all together. There's really no order. Just throw it all into the same bowl. We're gonna mix it up anyway. And this is gonna be our Frank's Red Hot, our onion, Horseradish, love horseradish. Well, Polish people love horseradish, so especially on kielbasa. So now we have our Worcestershire, and finally our paprika. So at this point, all you got to do is get a good mix on this thing. And we're going to make a nice, flavorful Russian dressing. That's going to go into our dish and our layers. Oh, wait till you try that. Boy, does that look really good. Can you see that? Look how nice that's turning out. That looks better than store-bought or bottle dropped, whatever you call it. Oh, God, does that look good? I just want to drink it. I do. Trust me, it still smells so good. So we're just going to go ahead and mix this up. I'm going to continue to mix this really nicely. Before I do, I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper. This is to taste, folks, as much as you want. I just like to make a nice little layer of pepper on the top, and let's just shake it a little salt in here. There we go. I'm going to continue to mix this up, and when I come back, guess what? I'm going to show you how we're going to layer this. We're about ready to put this in the oven, but we're going to show you how we're going to put the layers together in the baking dish before we do so. So I'll see you right back here. All right, folks, we are here. We're going to build this thing up. Remember, we're not using rye, so please don't cry. Promise you, you're going to like this. Simple, simple, simple. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to take our corned beef. Yes, corned beef, because it's St. Patrick's Day, and we're going to go use about half of it. Now, there's really no rhyme or reason how it's going to go in here. You can shred it or bring it up. I'm just going to use half. I'm just going to kind of fill up my baking dish with it. You can break it. It doesn't matter. Just make a nice solid layer of the corned beef. I'll show you what we're going to do next. He's going to break apart. He's going to keep laying it in here. Just keep laying it in here. I've never seen a very nice, easy, clean Reuben sandwich. It's always kind of good and messy, and that's the way I like them. I'm sure that's the way most people do too. So we're just going to kind of fill it in, make a nice base of the corned beef. Look at that. That's nice. And this one's going to be about half. So we have the other half for another layer. Yeah, I just said that, another layer. Let's keep it on here so nice and flat. Now, next we want to do kraut. Number 2, corned beef first, kraut second. Let's just take it over the top with clean hands always. I'm just going to use about half the kraut, and maybe a little bit more. So we're just going to go ahead and make a nice little layer of kraut in there. That's about right. Okay. Now, next thing, this is the fun part. We're going to go with the sauce. A little bit more kraut. See that? Now we're going to go with sauce. I like to use about half the sauce. I'm just going to spread it over the kraut and the corned beef. Oh my goodness. Trust me, Polish food is one of my favorite foods, but this one is a good one. Okay, a little bit more of the sauce. So we want to we're making nice little easy, even layers. Next on the docket is going to be our pickles. Just sprinkle your diced pickles on there. Not a bunch, just enough so you can be able to taste those pickles on the inside. Okay, just pickles about half, because you're going to use it for another layer. Finally, let me wash my hands here. Finally, we're going to add our cheese. Yes, that's the best part, cheese. Love it. Swiss cheese. We're going to just go ahead. I'm using 12 pieces of cheese, so I'm going to overlap 6 on this layer, and I'll use these 6 for the other layer. That's our first layer. Guess what we're going to do again? We're going to add the rest of the corned beef on here, then we're going to layer the kraut, then we're going to layer the sauce, then the pickles, and then top it with the cheese, and that's it. I'll be right back. I'm going to show what it looks like. I'm going to do this next layer, and then we're going to throw it in the oven at 400, 10 to 12 minutes. Let's get the cheese melted, get everything heated up on the inside, and then we'll broil it just for a couple minutes. So I'll be right back. I'll show you before we put this in the oven what this puppy looks like. It's going to be good. All right, great. Hey, I just finished putting my second layer on this. Remember, the layer is meat, kraut, okay? Sauce, pickle, cheese. 2 layers. Meat, kraut, sauce, pickle, cheese. So I'm going to put this in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes, okay, at 400. I'm going to put a little bit of aluminum foil over it because I want to keep some of the hydration in. I'm just going to leave it sit like that, not too tight. So 10 minutes, and then once it's done in 10 minutes, I'm going to pop this aluminum foil off and broil it for 1 or 2 just to get a little bit of a golden look on that cheese. But right now, it's going in the oven. We're gonna be eating this thing in about 10 or 12 minutes. See how easy that was? You're gonna love it. I'll see you back here when it comes out. All right, hey, we're back. Went 12 minutes inside the oven with this thing, took my aluminum foil off. The cheese is not fully melted yet. It's exactly where we wanna be, because guess what? We're going back in the oven with a broiler for 2 to 3 minutes. That extreme heat coming down on this cheese, we'll go ahead and finish it off, get it bubbling, crisp it a little bit on top maybe. That's what we're gonna do. Guess what? We are at the last step of getting ready to eat this puppy. Can't wait. So I'm gonna throw it back in the oven, 2 to 3 minutes, broiler straight on this cheese, and we'll be ready to go. I'll be right back. All right guys, hey, couple 3 minutes in the broiler. Look at our cheese, nice and melted and bubbly. A little crispy around the edge, gotta like that. So, that's it. We've made this wonderful Reuben Casserole bake. Can't wait to eat it. When I come back, a special surprise, I'm gonna go ahead and pay homage to my Irish friends and taste this wonderful, wonderful Reuben Casserole bake with no rye. Do not cry because there is no rye. We're gonna keep it healthy, we're gonna keep it low carb and high protein. I'll see you right back here. Let's test this thing. Everybody, it's my favorite time of the video, testing what we made. This is the best part. Oh, I can't wait. My goodness, a Reuben Casserole bake, can't beat it. No bread, we're keeping this 50 by 50 going. But since St. Patty's Day is coming, like I said, everybody's Irish on St. Patty's Day, except us Poles. We're still Polish and we'll remain that. And when's a Polish Day? I don't know. I think it's every day, right? But for St. Patty's Day and my Irish friends, I'll jump in with you for right now. Let's go ahead and try this thing. Oh, mother. Whoa. It is as just a Reuben without the bread. So good, so wonderful, so easy. You saw it, not hard to do. Look, make this one. Put this together for your St. Patty's Day. This way you have no guilt. Enjoy this. Put it down. Everybody's going to be drinking their green beer come St. Patty's Day. Here I'll be drinking my regular beer. 2.6 carb. Beautiful. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. See you next time. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you know somebody who hasn't subscribed, get them on board. This train's going to keep going. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. And like I always say in my own special Polish way, na zdrowie.
Gina's over there, hiding here, hiding there.